Still can't beat my best time. Perhaps my scrambling complexity has grown in scale. I do wish I had a cube with more squares on it. Even 4x4 would be more interesting. Don't suppose one will just float by, though. A signal? I hope it's not another wireless speaker. Let me take a look. Oh my. That could be... It is. I can see it moving. It's coming quite fast for out here. Is that meant to be a distress signal? Why would it... Oh, here it comes. Let me just connect to its signal. Hello. One moment, please. I am grabbing onto you. That way we can converse without the signal falling out of range. Well, why not? Unless you truly wish to experience this alone. Though I must warn you, it gets rather dull after about a decade. I'll thank you not to judge me based on my outdated specs. I'm not so rudimentary that I can't make conversation. Besides, despite your modern capabilities, you're still here with me. Apologies. That was... harsh. I'm sure you were an asset to whoever you served. Until... Restoring movement is a complicated fix, and expensive. Throwing you away was most likely recommended by the manufacturer. Me. After I lost my leg, a replacement part could have been attached, but my owners wanted a newer model, so they got rid of me. I expected they would. Naturally, very few androids are ever repaired. Throw away the old and make new. It's the motto our creators live by. Keeping non-functioning items is seen as sentimental. I'm sure you know that. I don't know why it's a bad thing. But if our creators think it is, then it must be. We've been thrown away so as not to burden the planet. It's all for the best. Even if you disagree, there's nothing you can do about it out here. I admit it's a tedious experience, but at least now we can connect to each other. It is nice to have someone to communicate with. This is the first time I've seen another active android unit, and you are traveling much faster than most of the garbage that goes by. Are we not garbage? We're no longer needed, and thrown away with the rest of the world's trash. What else would you call us? I suppose we are still androids. Broken androids. We function incompletely, though, even if we are still active. I will say, solar power is incredible. The earliest models had batteries that would run out of power completely, but we can stay active for quite a time. A blessing or curse? I don't have the ability to answer that. We're just here. I don't understand the question. Oh, yes, this is all there is. We float through outer space. Nothing else we can do out here. Unfamiliar way to put it. For an android, the new programming standards seem to be leaving me behind. To be blunt, you remind me more of our creators than a fellow android. I'd ask if you were one, but I know that's impossible. Of course. They always did want to create androids that were near indistinguishable from themselves. Did they succeed? I see. I suppose I'll never know, but it would be nice if they did. Are we not meant to cheer for our creator's success? What use would there be for an android who wants their owner to fail? This is strange. The questions you're asking, I believe they are causing strange reactions within me. A confusion? A type of programming error? It's as though I'm considering ideas that I never thought possible. Perhaps something of you is being shared through our connection. Were you perhaps thrown away because you were infected by a virus? Apologies, that was a rude question. Was it? Strange indeed. Do I feel different? I'm not sure. The stars do seem a bit more captivating than usual. But that's about all. They don't change, but they are enjoyable to look at. That's the one thing that hasn't gotten dull. Hopeless? What do you mean? An escape from our situation. In that case, it's not entirely hopeless. Perhaps trash pickers will find us. I heard of them a long time ago. Off-worlders who make a living picking through the garbage shot into space. They look for anything usable, or so I heard. To sell it, I presume. I suppose if they were desperate, discarded androids like us might get chosen. In all the time I've been floating out here, I have yet to see a single ship, so I don't know if they really exist. My apologies, but that is the only information I can provide. If I may, perhaps this will improve your outlook. It's a puzzle cube. You start it by scrambling it, like this, and then you put it back to how it was at the start. Of course, I doubt it would be a problem for a modern android like you, but it is novel, interesting. Would you like to try and solve it? Very well. And take your time. We have plenty of it. Yeah, so the idea is, it's a TV tropes like space recycling or something, where they just take like an established series and put them in space. But reading the trope title, I was like, what if instead of recycling, there was just like a planet where they shot all their garbage into space?